What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Williams on the play action. He's got it near the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Gun.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals. To throw again, it's Burrow. He fires one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. Run down, and at the end he loses the football. It's knocked free. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Oh, I can see my quarterback. He's not very happy beside me right now. At the last moment, Brock, a desperation play. Takes a highlight reel touchdown and makes it a turnover. You okay with that, partner?
Oh, those explosive plays are so hard to come by. At the NFL level, you get them in Pop Warner Junior High, great. In the NFL, 50-plus yard play just ends the other way. Those real.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. Well, Brock, obviously an error on the quarterback's part to make that throw, right? But credit his effort to take that pick and turn it into an even bigger play.
And the race is on. After that ball is in your hand, now it's on you as that returner to get out in front of those offensive players before they can react, change direction, and ultimately track him down. The initial advantage always goes to the guy making the pick, and he took it to the house.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A handoff left for Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Williams. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
On target to his man Higgins. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-6 is our score. We'll be right back to Cincinnati after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Running back, motioning right. It's inside the 10. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And that's no good. His second missed extra point of the day. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Has it at the 11. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 39. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Komet brings it in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They send a man in motion. Burrow out of the shotgun. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Got a man. It's Gesicki. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals hold an 11-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McPherson to add the point after. And he gets this one to go after a couple of misses already in this game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams to throw on first. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears make it a one-score game in the first half. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So second down coming up.
Here we go.
Burrow to the air now. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And that will not be enough for a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time.
On one, ready?
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Burrow. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 19. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Bengals with a chance to add to their lead. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. 9 yards on that play, and they're just a yard out now on 2nd and goal. Herbert, and he gets in, touchdown! The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. McPherson at the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bengals push the lead up to 12. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running with Swift down to the gun. And he gets him around 6 there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st down, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down throw by Williams. Komet's got it, left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Connects on the crosser. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This one taken in by Chase. Gets it to the 15. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 34. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. That's caught for the first. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Chicago first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, here's Swift. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Off the play fake, Williams. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
The throw is caught. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears start the second half with some needed points. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears to make it an 11-point ball game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. He finds Brown right side. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 4. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Man in motion out of the slot. To throw again. It's Burrow. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He has it at the 13. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be Bears football. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing from the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Williams to throw on first. He's got him. That's Swift. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Dax Hill up for the stop. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. That's complete. Here's Scott. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Chased out to his right. Oh, he loses the football. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. He stopped made that time by the rookie from Florida State. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
He's got it! And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going to run again with Swift. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And look at this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And now the Bengals offense still on the field. We'll see them go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams from the gun. Has a man, it's Scott. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
To throw, Williams. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Buying some time right. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw by Williams. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. This throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing it again here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Working from the gun, Williams. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. He'll throw it yet again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
To throw. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line.
Bengals 40, Bears 35.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's Brown again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 34 yards on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's on the move. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Second and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here he is to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be third and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop with that 14 seconds to go. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. Now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.